What's going on, everyone? SiNxRealize, aka SiNxRealize, aka the thing you wash your hands in, and of course, we are back with some more Pokemon news coverage and discussion and all that other good stuff. So, earlier today, there was a there was a new Pokemon trailer that dropped, of course, and of course there is the Japanese one as well. And of course, like always, we are going to be taking a look at both those trailers. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys smash that like button down below if you guys are hyped for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, wait, am I saying things in the right order? But we're good. We are all good on that end. But yeah, they ended up giving us some new details about how Pokemon Go is going to work with Let's Go, and honestly, I'm excited to show you guys how it works. Oh, hold up, gotta do that. So now it's just showing off the legendary birds, and honestly, the legendary birds look pretty clean, not gonna lie. And of course, we have it in half speed, so that way we can talk about it. And here it's showing us that we can go visit the Go Park, and that we're able to connect with Pokemon Go, which I figured was a given. It was like it told us that to begin with. So it's saying that you can import your favorite Kanto Pokemon. That's something that we have to like pay really close attention to, is the fact that it's saying Kanto. It's not saying all your Pokemon, it's just saying Kanto along with the Alolan form. So pretty much Kanto Pokemon from Gen 1 can all be brought up, which seems fine. It makes sense that they wouldn't let you bring up like the Tyranitar or I guess soon Deoxys, because apparently that was a new announcement too, is that EX rates are going to be Deoxys now instead of Mewtwo, which by the way, I still don't have a Mewtwo, so I'm upset. By the way, yeah, it seems like they're able to import all of those. So like as you can see on the screen here, it's showing all the Alolan forms. And now apparently we can do mini games to earn candies. So of course, if you guys know from Pokemon Go, candies are used to like make your Pokemon stronger, give it a higher CP, all that stuff. But it seems like there's a mini game here, probably one of many, where you're collecting a bunch of Pikachus and they give you more candy. So saying that you can power up your Pokemon by battling. So we're just gonna pause right there. You guys can't really see it on the screen because my webcam is in the way. Maybe if I move that real quick. Yeah, so if you guys just see right there, it does show +1 to the stat. So of course, battling will increase your stats. So I'm assuming that's almost like Eevee training. Eevee. Lol. I am funny. Smash that like button if you think that's funny. Or matter of fact, smash that like button if you didn't think it was funny either. Just hit that like button. So I guess he ended up in like some sort of battle. I don't know. And like probably fought something that gives it a special attack. That's one thing to pay attention to. And also, if you noticed, as soon as it went through that stat stuff, be like, hey, it increases by this much, etc, etc. Its CP also went up, so battling will also increase its CP. That's obviously from like trainer battles. I'm not too sure if they're, but like it's gonna be interesting because along with the CP there are levels, so I'm not sure how exactly they're planning on scaling that. Because like if you bring a Pokemon up that has X amount of CP, is it just going to be straight up level 1, or is it just going to auto set it to like a certain level, like maybe like level 50, level 20, level 10, level 5? Honestly, who knows? Because I have no idea how that's going to work. And it seems like that there are different types of candy. Obviously, we have our classic rare candies here, and we also have Mighty, Courage, Smart, Quick, Health, Tough. I'm assuming each of those are for certain stats. Mighty is probably attack. Courage, maybe special defense. Smart would be special attack. Quick is speed. Health is HP. Tough is probably defense, I would think. The thing is, there's Quick Candy L, which in my head, L, I instantly think large. So it's probably just just like a chance for it to drop, for a larger piece of candy for you to drop out, increase stats even more. So it's showing that you can use that. Of course, we're going to pause at each one. A candy that is packed with energy when given to a Pokemon, it will increase the Pokemon's speed stat. So pretty much it's just like HP ups, proteins, calciums, all that other stuff. It's literally the exact same. Also, I'm not too sure if anything changed there. It did. Okay. So it did get a stat increase as well. I just want to see here. Okay, so it was only +1 to its stat. Transfer Pokemon using candies. And also, side note here, one thing I wanted to show here, which will show it a lot better in the Japanese trailer from what I noticed. It's saying transfer extra Pokemon to earn more candy. So pretty much exactly like Pokemon Go. You just go into the game, you can click on the Pokemon you want to transfer, you transfer it, you're good to go. But from what it seems like here, it is literally, there's probably going to be a lot of references to Pokemon Go in this trailer. So just like Pokemon Go, if you hold it and if you hold it once, you can click multiple Pokemon that you want to transfer. So if you see here, they are doing that here with, as you can tell from the large green circle. So they're transferring like the Squirtle, Wartortle, all these Pokemon, just so that way it'll give you extra candies. So okay, thank you, my boy. This will be a great deal for my research. So pretty much transferring, for some reason, helps Oak with his research. I'm not sure how it helps. Like maybe it just transfers into like, it's like, here you go, Oak. Here you go, Oak can keep the Pokemon. That might be how it works. I'm not 100% sure. But it seems like each of them, like each one will give you like a certain type of candy, I guess. So I'm assuming they transferred 3, 6, 8, 9 Pokemon. So each one gave them an individual thing. I'm wondering if it depends on, because for all we know, it could depend on either typing, it can depend on like which of its stats is the highest. There's a lot of different variables that can be taken into consideration for each of these types of candy, or it could, because like it could realistically be their typing. Quick candy, like electric type, mighty candy, like it's all obviously just shots in the dark, but I honestly think it depends on either its typing or its stats, like which stat is the highest. But that's just my personal take on that. Now it's saying here, challenge legendary Pokemon. So here is where things are starting to look cool as shit. Part of my language. So right now it's just showing off all 3 of the legendary birds: the Articuno, the Zapdos, and Moltres. Also, side note, I love how they showed it in Uno Dos Tres. It's like 1, 2, 3. Defeat them in battle. So obviously from here, you can tell that you're gonna have to battle them. Once you encounter them in the wild, I'm assuming that's like you find them in the power plant in whatever the cave is. You beat them there, and then like literally the way that they have the legendary set up here is I don't care about Mew. We already know everything about Mew. It knows it can learn any move, etc., etc. You get it from the Pokeball Plus. I want to talk about the legendaries. So pretty much the legendaries, the way that it's going to be is, as I say again, reference to Pokemon Go. It's we'll pause that there. So pretty much it's going to be like a raid battle in a nutshell, but instead it's just a one-on-one battle. You beat the legendary, you get to catch it like a raid. So I guess probably make sure you save before, then battle it over and over again. So that's the first trailer. But now let's take a look at the Japanese trailer, because the Japanese trailer does have a bit more information. Obviously I don't read Japanese, so I go based on like visuals. So now this is just showing that it's like, hey, you can transfer. And also, side note to notice here, for those of you who don't see it, but showing only Gen 1 mods, and obviously in a Alolan form. I feel like they'd probably just show all Gen 1, but since you are able to transfer Alolan, they're like, hey, let's throw a Cutemon there. So instead they decided to show the Vulpix. So obviously it's just saying, hey, you can transfer X Pokemon to the game, and honestly I'm pretty excited about that. So here I guess you have to talk to some dude. I'm thinking maybe that this is around the Safari Zone. Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of wish it would tell us like exactly where in the game this is. I feel like it's probably not that far in, but it could very well be pretty far. All right, now this is what I like here. Okay, I like how it actually shows us like how this is gonna work. Hold a sec. So I guess actually, but before we go in, you're able to pick from certain options. I guess if you pick the first one, the first option is how you transfer from Pokemon Go. So if you go, so I guess there'll be an update for Pokemon Go, and under your settings, and then once the update happens, and I'm assuming it'll happen when the game comes out, there'll end up being a Switch icon. So then I guess if you click the Switch icon, you can click it. From what it seems like right here, only up to 50 Pokemon can be transferred at a time into your Go Park. So right now it's just showing the one. So he's sending over his Dragonite. So now it's just being like, hey, connecting or whatever. I'm assuming that's just like the whole connecting thing. It's like connecting it, and now it's saying you want to transfer. So whatever account is trying to transfer, would you want it to? So now it's like, hey, here it comes. It has been sent over, and I actually really like how that looks, by the way. So it just does that, like it's like, hey, and I guess that's just saying that the transfer was complete and that the Dragonite is in the Pokemon Go Park now. So then I guess you just go right into the park. It's showing all the Pokemon that are there. So there's all those Pokemon. And then if you look right there is the Dragonite. So now he's just gonna go up to it. So of course you can see that the CP is exactly identical there. I'm not seeing anything about a level on the screen. It just shows the original trainer ID, I guess. How much it weighs, which, like, I mean, I guess both these are probably could vary, because I know in Pokemon Go you are able to have like an extra large one, extra small one, etc, etc, and then it has its HP as well. I feel like they might just match up the HP based on like just based on like how much HP it would have at a certain level. So I guess right here is where they're trying to catch it or whatever, so that way it'll be theirs. Oh, he's just saucing that Ultra Ball at him, and obviously it's going to catch it because it is a trailer. It just skipped right past it, by the way, which honestly I kind of wanted to see the jiggles. I really wanted to see it. Now I guess he's, oh, okay. I'm wondering if this actually answers the level question for when they get transferred. I'm wondering if they all get transferred up at level 40. That's honestly what I'm thinking right now, because I doubt that they really did any sort of like training, and the fact that this Dragonite's level 40, and off the top of my head I can't think right now. Let's see, Dragonite level to evolve, it would be level 55 is when it would originally evolve. So that's one thing to take into consideration. So I'm thinking they all just transfer up at level 40. It's probably safe to say that. Or like, I mean, it could realistically still go based on CP, but I'm really thinking right now it'll just be straight level 40. And then if you want to use it, you'd have to grind it and all that. So there it is, just clicking Hyper Beam. Sorry, my bad. I'm a little bit tired. Ooh. Now I'm okay, so that is to start the mini game. So it seems like the mini game is literally just pick up as many Pikachus as you can. It's so I guess from what it seems like, we're just gonna pause right there. If you go over here, it seems like if the Pikachus go over like where like the ground's rumbling where there's like a Geodude or a Diglett, it'll just make them scatter, and then I guess you have to go and collect them again, what it seems like. And then I guess once you think you've collected enough, you can do that. And also up at the top here, there is a timer, so it is like a mini game sort of thing. A sec, we'll just go right. Let's go back here for a quick sec, just so that way we can try to analyze this a bit. I'm guessing, hear me out, I could very well be wrong, I don't know, but I'm guessing this is how much time was left, and that's how long it took for them to beat it. So 1 minute 7 seconds. Because like, I mean, it does sort of make sense. Oh, it's probably like a 3-minute timer, I guess. Yeah, 3. You have 3 minutes to collect as many Pikachus. I'm assuming that's just like, hey, you collected 13 of them. I'm not too sure what that number is exactly. So I'm not exactly sure about that. But apparently that's one of the ways to collect more candies. So that'll be interesting. So now here it's like, hey, this is how you transfer more than one Pokemon. So what I'm thinking is, since it's actually showing this here, I guess this is sort of like your quote unquote PC, because like I'm assuming that these 6 right here are the ones that are on your team, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm guessing that's your party, and now I guess saying, hey, do you want to transfer? And now it's just transferring every single one of them. That's like, there you go. And so it's pretty much just saying exactly the same thing that Oak was saying, but obviously in Japanese. And then it's probably just like one of each of the things there. Obviously you can't really tell which is which, unless you like want to take a screenshot of this and then go back, take a screenshot of the other, and try to determine like what would give what. And I'm too lazy to do that right now, I will be honest with you. Yeah, right here it's just showing that like, it's just showing like you're in an actual battle. It shows like the battle screen, the run, bag, Pokemon fight, level 50. Apparently the Pokemon you have out is level 48. Yikes, under leveled if you ask me. Also, Loki, I'm really liking these cutscenes. Yeah, it's kind of just showing like a little like cutscene thing before each one. It's like, hey, so whatever, X Pokemon appeared. Also, side note here, I just noticed up in the corner here, it actually shows a battle timer, which I just noticed. I noticed that timer has been going down. So the longer that you're battling, so I guess you have like a certain amount of time. I would assume like 5 minutes would be a good estimate. You have a 5-minute timer to actually beat the legendary, and then try to catch it. So that's something to definitely take into consideration, because I'm pretty sure raid battles are about 5 minutes or so. And also, and now it's showing the Articuno just following behind you. So the Pokemon, so legendaries will also follow behind you, which is actually pretty neat to see. I don't really care about the rest that's in here, I think. Yeah, and that's just advertising Mew again. Not a crazy big deal. But that's gonna be it for me today. Of course, I am super excited for this game, because I'm a huge Pokemon nerd, obviously, like you can tell from my channel. But yeah, I'm really excited to see like how exactly things will transfer. Like obviously we know how things transfer, but like what parts of the Pokemon get transferred, like does the like IVs transfer properly? How are they gonna transfer the IVs from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee? That's something that I'm curious on, especially like if they do realistically try to go Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee competitive, which I personally don't see happening, but it could very well happen, because this coming year we have VGC 2019, which is on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. But like Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee could, maybe, emphasis on could, end up being a VGC format, which would be really interesting to see. But that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy, smash that like button down below. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and the bell so notify whenever a video goes up. Of course, this is a discussion video, so discussions means leaving a comment in the description down below. Let me know your thoughts on the game so far. And on that note, I'm going to head on out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.